Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Oralia and you have landed at Style and Lipstick. If you are new to my channel, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for dropping by. And if you enjoy this video, please hit the subscribe button on the way out. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much. I really appreciate you dropping by to stop and talk about makeup and all kinds of cool, fun stuff like that. Today's video is all about my October favorites, and I don't have a whole lot this month that I have to talk about. I've not really been branching out much in the makeup that I've been using, but I do have some definite favorites that I have to talk about for this month. The first one being is the Huda Beauty Lash Glue. I bought this at Sephora kind of on a whim because I needed some new lash glue. I threw it into my basket not realizing that it is a dark lash glue, which is kind of a bummer. This lash glue is really good. It's very comfortable to wear on my eyes. It is waterproof. I haven't been able to try out the waterproofness of it, but it does have a lot of grip on your lashes and your your eyelid. It does state that it is fast drying, and I can attest to that. It does dry quickly. What I truly love about the Huda Beauty Lash Glue and why it is a favorite is when I went to clean my lashes. Whenever you wear falsies, you know, you pick off the lash glue, right? And when I was taking off the lash glue from my lashes, this glue comes off in such a way. It's really awesome. I mean, it just very easily peels off the lash. It doesn't take a lot of effort to first pull it up off the lash band, and then it comes off in large strings. I mean, I've been able to kind of like grab it from the end and pull and completely pull the entire bit of glue from the entire strip of lash versus little clumps. And what I really appreciate about that is that it makes it really easy to clean the glue off your lashes. I have ruined expensive mink lashes trying to pick off the lash glue because it sticks in such a way that I can't get it off, or I have to really try really hard and pull, and I've caused the lash band to kind of get out of shape. I've actually pulled a string from one of the mink lashes lash band and it completely fell apart, and it's just really difficult to clean your lashes sometimes with certain lash glues, especially the Kiss lash glue. Not to mention the fact that the Huda Beauty lash glue will come off very easily from my actual lashes. With the Kiss lash glue, while it is drugstore, it's affordable, it doesn't mess with my eyes. I found that I could not get the lash glue out of my lashes. I would try everything. I would try regular makeup remover, waterproof makeup remover. I mean the Sephora waterproof makeup remover, which is really good. I would try cleansing oils. I tried castor oil. I tried coconut oil. I tried olive oil. Nothing would get the glue out of my lashes. With the Huda Beauty lash glue, I can just use a waterproof makeup remover on my eyes and it starts to ball up, you know, and it very easily comes off your lashes. I don't wake up with sticky lashes. I don't have lash glue in my lashes for days on end. It comes off right away, and I love that because nothing irks me more than having sticky lashes. I hate it because it just feels weird for one, and mascara doesn't apply well for two. You're putting on mascara, your lashes are just kind of like, you know, all over the place because they're sticking from the lash glue. So those few things are what really make the Huda Beauty lash glue one of my favorites this month. I am really happy about having that lash glue, even though it is dark and I have to put on some liner beforehand. I can't wear just lashes. I've got to put some liner on there to kind of help hide the glue. It's still a really good lash glue, and one that I would recommend if you wear falsies a lot and don't mind wearing black lash glue. Now, speaking of Huda Beauty, the next favorite that I have for you guys this month is the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not being sponsored by Huda. I don't even subscribe to Huda, honestly. I'm not subscribed to her channel. I don't follow her blog. I just like her products. And the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette is so pretty, and for about 3 weeks I think I used it every single time I wore makeup. I could not put it down, and this is why. It's got these beautiful colors. You've got such really pretty deep and, you know, very pigmented warm oranges and reds. You also have some very pretty purples going on, but in addition to all of that, you've got some you know, more neutral toned eyeshadows on this side here. They tone it down just a little bit. Everything kind of does have a little bit of a purple undertone, I'm gonna say, but you can come up with a whole variety of looks, from like sunset looks to natural looks to cool, slightly more neutral or cooler toned looks. You can do super high glam. She's even got a pressed glitter in here. It's just a beautiful palette. Oh, not to mention the mirror. I mean, it's tremendous. It's just a really beautiful and well thought out palette, in my opinion. I am truly enjoying using this palette. Like I said, I have not been able to put it down for about 3 weeks since opening it up, and I've just recently been kind of branching out into different eyeshadow palettes because I've just been so obsessed with this one. I will continue to use this one though throughout the holiday season. I think it's absolutely beautiful. The color story of this palette is just, it's just gorgeous. So the other product that I've truly been loving this month is the Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighter by Fenty Beauty, and the one that I have is Mean Money and Hustler Baby. Guys, this is a beautiful highlight. It is so pretty. It is just, you can do, you know, a very subtle highlight. You can do a really shimmery highlight. You can combine the two. It's just beautiful. It's got a really nice mirror. I absolutely love the packaging. It's so unique from anything else that I have. It's got a really nice hand feel. You know, it's just a really pretty highlighter palette. I've been using it quite a bit since I bought it, and it is definitely a favorite. Every time I put it on, it just makes me smile because it is just so pretty. I love it that much. And I'm not wearing it today. This is actually an affordable makeup look that I will be posting. I don't know if it's going to post before or after this video, but I do truly enjoy this highlighter, and it is, I think, $32, $34, something like that. I could be wrong, but anyway, it is a lovely highlighter palette, and I truly like it, and it is definitely a favorite for me this month since I've bought it. Another favorite for the month of October is something that I've been using to set my foundation, and it is the Urban Decay Velvetizer. I think I might have already talked about this one, but I have to bring it up again because it is doing a great job of you know, keeping me matte and setting my concealer and setting my foundation. So truly been loving this. I love how finely milled it is. I love how it goes on. I'm not crazy about the smell. The smell kind of reminds me of paint a little bit, and that's weird, but it does. I love how very soft and fine the powder is. I do not like it as a mixing medium though. I'm just gonna say I don't like mixing it with foundations. It just didn't do very well for me in that respect. As a setting powder, it is absolutely beautiful. I've been reaching for my e.l.f. blush palette in dark a lot this month because I consider this kind of a more fall tones. These are very deep, very dark, hence the name of the palette being called dark. These are very deep fall-like blushes for me. So now that we are back in fall, I have been going to this palette quite a bit for my blush this month. I am actually wearing it today. I used it as part of my look. I'm wearing this little guy here, and it is just simply a gorgeous blush palette that I love using in the fall. One of the brushes that I've been using a lot this month that I started using for contouring my nose is my Artiste brush, and I think that this one is 3. Yeah, this is the Artiste brush number 3, and it is in the gunmetal finish. I've been recently obsessed with using this for contouring my nose because it fits into this little crevice right here really well, and I just thought I would bring it out because I hadn't been using it for a long time, and then I started using it for contour. I love the way that it applies the contour, and it does apply it in a nice line, and then I can use it to kind of blend this way, but most importantly, I like how it fits in that little crevice right there because I do enjoy contouring that part of my nose. So this has jumped up to be a favorite this month. I started using my Sephora Bright Future Concealer again. I hadn't used it in a while, and I thought, you know, let me pick it up and give it a try again, and it has been a favorite of mine. This is in the shade Eclair, and it is kind of like a medium tone shade. The one thing I will say though, I mean, I like the consistency. I like how it looks on my under eye. It does a great job at covering, you know, the darkness that I have on my under eye. The only thing that I wish was that it had a better applicator. I have to dip into it quite a bit in order to get enough concealer on my lid, you know, on my under eye. But outside of that, the coverage itself is amazing. I love that it covers, and it has a really kind of a thicker consistency, kind of has the same consistency as the NARS concealers. You know, it's a little bit on the thicker side, and it is a slightly drier formula, but not so much so that it dries your lids, you know, your under eyes out. I kind of have gotten into a pattern of going into like the concealer of the month. You know, it's kind of weird. Every month I swap out the concealer that I'm using, and this month it was a Sephora Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer. So I have totally been enjoying that quite a bit in the month of October. The last item that I have on my list of favorites for you is the Juva Lips Lip Plumper. And I said that I would come back and report back on this every month in my favorites for the next few months, and it is definitely a favorite. I have noticed a big difference in my lips since starting using this and over time. One of the things that I've noticed is that I don't have to go the full 6 minutes. When I did my Juva Lips review, I talked about the fact that I went up to 6 minutes, and now I am at 4 minutes and I get really, really plump lips. So I don't know if that's something that is to be expected with this product, that you don't have to use it as long, but it is something that I have noticed in using it. The other thing that I have noticed is that my lips are, you know, naturally more plump. The line, that the demarcation that I have down here, you know, that line that I have right here is actually not as prominent as it used to be. In addition, my upper lip always looks a little bit more plump as well, and that's with everyday usage of 4 minutes or so per day. It is doing what I think it's supposed to be doing. I think it is helping my lips look younger even when I don't use it, because there were days that this past month, that I just didn't wear any makeup, so I didn't use this because this is kind of my part of my morning makeup routine. My lips still looked kind of plumped out, you know, and I am noticing that the lines are disappearing. I am noticing that my lips do look naturally more plump. I don't look like I've been using lip injections, you know, but I have noticed that my lips look more youthful, which is what I set out when I bought this, you know, as part of the experiment. That's kind of what I set out to find out. Am I going to be able to get more youthfulness in my lips? And the answer so far is yes. I have noticed that my lips do look a little bit plumper. My lips look kind of like they used to look in my late 30s, you know, and I'm wondering, you know, if I continue to use it, will I get an even more youthful appearance? So I am still using it. I have been using it for about 6 weeks, I think now, pretty consistently, you know, with a day, you know, being skipped here and there. But yeah, I mean, it's really doing a great job on my lips from a long-term perspective. I mean, the short term is the short term, right? You end up looking like you have plumper lips, but long term, my lips, even, you know, at night, you know, when I wake up the next morning, they still look kind of plumped out. So really have been enjoying this product. I will continue to check in on it. I'll talk about it again in my November favorites, and so on and so forth. But so far, so good. I am seeing very positive results with this. I have 2 things that I wanted to talk about that were kind of fails for me this month. And one of them is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Concealer. I bought this in the hopes that it would be similar to the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and it doesn't provide me as much coverage, but that's not the reason that I don't like it. The reason that I don't like it is that I notice that this causes my eyes to burn. It's really weird. I've seen other people talk about it, you know, when they've used it, that it makes their eyes burn, and I've experienced the same thing. It has like fumes. That's the only way that I can describe it. You know, I put it on my under eye and I can kind of feel, you know, something coming up to my eyes and then making them burn and making them water. It doesn't make my under eye skin burn so much. It's more that it makes my eyes burn. It goes away once you put it on, you know, once you've spread it out. At least for me, it goes away, but I don't like the fact that I've got those, you know, that initial burning sensation. You never ever want to feel a burning sensation when you're putting concealer on your skin. That just can't be good. So for me, this concealer is a fail. I stopped using it because I kind of freaked out a little bit at the fact that I was getting that burning sensation. The other fail that I have for this month is, and I'm sad to say because I really, really, really wanted it to work for me, and it is the Fenty Beauty foundation. I don't like this foundation. It does dry down darker. It does dry down to, you know, a color that is pretty close to my natural skin tone, but I noticed that it was kind of really yellow. And while I am golden, I do have a golden undertone, although I could maybe even get away with neutral. This was really too yellow for me. Not to mention the fact that I also noticed that throughout the day, it would break down in a really ugly way. It would break up along here where I am most oily, and it was breaking up around my nostril right here in a really not so attractive way. And then also where my glasses sit right here, it was just awful, awful. And I tried it with different primers. I tried it with my Urban Decay Optical Illusion primer, and then I tried it with my Rimmel Stay Matte primer, which my Rimmel Stay Matte primer never fails me. That primer is amazing at controlling the oils, but with this foundation, it didn't help. It just got really greasy, really gross. It transferred, you know, I would touch my skin and I would come up with foundation on my fingers, and it broke apart in such a weird way. I did not like it. And then it started to break me out. I noticed that I was getting little red bumps along here. I was getting little red bumps here, you know, where I would apply it up here on my upper cheeks. I was getting some red bumps along my chin. Yeah, I just was like, oh no. I stopped using it and started using my La Mer foundation, the soft fluid foundation, and right away, you know, and because the La Mer has got the, you know, some skincare properties, it really got rid of the red bumps that I was getting really quickly, which was good. I was so happy about that. Yeah, I just am not a fan of this foundation. I tried mixing it with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, because one of the other things that was a turn off for me is that this is really, really matte. So I tried it with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk to see if that would help it, and that was a disaster. That was a complete disaster. It got really oily really fast. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. And I'm sad because I really wanted to like it. It does work for a lot of people. I'm not going to say, you know, that it doesn't work. I know that people, I think, with really, really oily skin do very well with this foundation. But for me personally, with my combination skin, it was just no, it wasn't good. And then it broke me out on top of that. This is a fail for me this month, I'm sad to say. All right, well, that's all that I have for you today for October favorites and fails. I would love to know what items you have been using in the month of October and loving. And if you could leave that information in the comments down below. And if it's something different and cool and new, I would love to give it a try. So please let me know what your thoughts are on that. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will speak to you in my next video. Talk to you later, everybody. Bye.